Trump has told 9 News he's ready to talk trade with Australia.
The coalition has unveiled a multi-billion-dollar...
Break down these numbers for us in the way only you can.
This is the third consecutive month we are seeing property prices go up.
Worst is now over and better days are ahead.
There is so much happening in the world at the moment, and after I presented at a webinar on Monday night to a strong group of women who are ready to take the next step in building their wealth, I thought that I really needed to share the why with you guys. So I want to share my screen really quickly. I wanted to share my why, but also why it is data driven as to why women really need to invest. So my personal why is that I'm a wife, a mother, and I want more for my family. I want to have a financially free future for my family, to have a better future for my kids, hopefully not just the one that I have already, but maybe more. But also I want to help other people, everyday Australians, everyday women, international women that are moving into the country. I want to help you guys enter the property market and start building wealth for yourself. Before you can do that though, I think it's really crucial to understand some really key statistics that are out there at the moment. And the one that stands out to me the most is the fact that 30% of men don't believe that gender inequality exists. Now that is insane. The next one that stands out to me massively is the fact that there is definitely a gender pay gap. For every $1 that men earn in Australia, women earn 78 cents. On that point, with women having families of their own, they take some time off to help with family, come carers of elderly parents, things like that. Women earn $1 million less than men over the lifetime of their career due to the fact that they're taking time off to help with their families. And to that point exactly, women's earnings fall by 55% in the first 5 years of parenthood, while men's stay the same. Now that is an insane figure for me. 55% drop in the first 5 years. So many women are either, taking extended periods of time off to have children. Maybe they're only going back to work part-time, maybe even less than, the 20-hour week that is part-time, could be less. You could be working overnight while your kids are sleeping, and then you're even more tired even the next day. So it's impacting your life more than just the income side. On that point, having a house over your head is super important. Another fact that I think is also really eye-opening for many people, especially women who are approaching this age. So more than 405,000 women aged over 40 are currently at risk of homelessness. Now, if that is you then, and you're seeing this, I'm glad you're watching, because this is your chance to pull yourself out of that statistic and take the first step into starting to build wealth for yourself. Reach out to us. We can help you through whatever that next step looks like, but we want to make sure that anyone who is seeing this isn't falling into that statistic themselves, that you have a home for yourself, hopefully some property investments as well. There's a lot we can help you with. Another really important point that I did mention briefly is the gender pay gap, and this increases by age group. So if we have a look, the 25 to 29-year-old age group, the gap increases to 7%, around 6,500. Between 45 and 54 years old, the gap increases to 30.2%, and it peaks for the age bracket between 55 and 64 years old, reaching the highest at 31.9%. Now that as a gender pay gap at 55 years old, you are earning 31.9% less than your male counterpart. To me, that is just insane. There's a massive disparity in earnings here, and to see this on paper listed out that it gets increasingly worse is really crazy. This one for me is the biggest why, and this is something that I really looked into when I had my son, and it contributed to how long I had off work. Yes, there are bills to pay, and yes, you need money at the time, but taking into consideration that while you're not earning, while you're on government payments, you aren't earning any super, and that's contributing to this stat here, where women retire with 25% less super than men. It's a combination of time off, working less hours, and also the gender pay gap. So retiring with 25% less super is crazy. I think I've said that word so many times, but every time I see these stats and read them out, they just sink in even more about how insane they are. And we need to do something about that. And like I mentioned, this stat around retiring with less super is the main reason that I believe that women need to be investing, and specifically in property. It's really important that you can start to grow your wealth, so when you get to that retirement age, you're comfortable. You can spend time with your friends, your family, look after your grandkids, whatever that looks like for you. Everyone's goal is slightly different, but it's important that you're set up so that you can enjoy that time of your life and not struggle. I'm presenting another webinar on Monday. I will pop the link in the description of how you can join, but I really look forward to seeing you there and helping you to start building wealth for you and your family.